Native American Tribes of Utah, narrated by Miss Fawcett. The Goshute, Navajo, Ute, Shoshone, and Paiute tribes were the first inhabitants of Utah. The Goshute tribe lived in the hot, dry Great Salt Lake Desert in the Great Basin area of Utah. The Goshute hunted and gathered in family groups and would often cooperate with other family groups that made up the tribe. Big game and other animals were hunted by the men. Women and children gathered plants, seeds, and insects for food. Some of the plants the women and children would gather were pine nuts and yucca root. By 1869, the majority of Goshutes abandoned their traditional ways and settled on farms at Deep Creek and Skull Valley. In the early 1900s, the United States government established 2 reservations for the Goshutes, one at the base of the Deep Creek Mountains on the Utah-Nevada border and one in Skull Valley, Utah. Today, the Goshutes live on these reservations and in surrounding communities. The Navajo tribe inhabit the southeastern corner of Utah, spreading over into Colorado, Arizona, and New Mexico. The Navajo tribe is the largest tribe in North America. The Navajo live in a very dry region, most of which is flat mountain land called mesas. The Navajo live in family clans. In a clan are fathers, mothers, children, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins. Navajo families built hogans, a type of shelter made from wood and mud to live in. The door of the hogan always faced to the east to welcome the sun. The Navajo people are well known for their weaving skills. This includes rugs and blankets. The Ute tribe occupied the mid-east portion of Utah, along with part of western Colorado. The state of Utah is named after this tribe. Ute families moved through known hunting and gathering territories on a seasonal basis, taking advantage of the periodic abundance of food and resources in the area. Utes often resided in teepees or wickiups, depending on the area they were staying in. The Ute tribe took advantage of the abundance of fish in the area by drying and storing them for winter or trade. The Utes were skilled crafters and basket weavers. The Shoshone tribe occupied the northwest area of Utah and up into Idaho. The Shoshone built 2 types of homes. One was a shade house made of green leafy branches over a wooden frame. They also built teepees made of wooden poles and buffalo hides. The Shoshone were well known for their teepees. The coyote is well known as a trickster in Shoshone stories. The Shoshone people lived off berries, roots, pine nuts, antelope, and buffalo meat. The Paiute tribe occupied the area of central and southeastern Utah. In summer, the Paiutes lived in the cool mountains to get away from the heat of the desert. The Paiutes hunted and gathered most of their food. However, some were farmers and grew corn, squash, sunflowers, beans, wheat, and melons. Paiutes lived in small family groups and sometimes formed loose bands. Paiute women are well known for their basket weaving skills and these basket hats. The Paiutes lived in wickiups made from branches and juniper bark. Many Native Americans used rock art as a way to record their stories and life events. Rock art can be found all around Utah today. These 5 Native American tribes contributed in a great way to the culture we have today.